Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. To the friends, family, and loved ones who have traveled from near and far to be with us today, I would like to say welcome. To the faculty who you see seated behind me on stage, I would like to say thank you for another year of incredible effort, incredible dedication, the evidence of which can be seen in the extraordinary graduates that we are honoring this afternoon. Two of our faculty members, the Michaels, as I've been calling them of late, Michael Schudson and Michael Shapiro, are retiring after decades of contributions to this institution. Both of them have taught hundreds, if not thousands, of students, written respected books, and mentored younger faculty members. If you'll allow me an indulgence, I would like to recognize both of them as they move into retirement. And I think that there's something that really conveys this, that we should applaud them, but I think we should stand up to do it. Such is the gravity of their achievements as faculty members here. So can we applaud our Michaels? To the staff and the volunteers who you see working this event today, I would like to say thank you for literally making today possible. We do many things here at Columbia Journalism School, and we do many things well, but none of those things would be possible without you. And to the 2026 graduating class of Columbia Journalism School, I would like to say congratulations. Today is a momentous day. It's an important day, and it's one that is filled with emotions. As you reflect upon all that you've learned and all that you've done over the past 9 months, or for those of you who are in the part-time program, the past 2 years, and for our 2 doctoral candidates, the past several years, as significant as today is to you, its meaning will change over time. Today, you likely feel some combination of exhilaration, exhaustion, and eagerness to tackle the next set of challenges ahead of you. You've completed a rigorous course of study at a highly respected institution, and you probably feel the swell of pride that comes with achieving something difficult. Over time, I suspect you may define your time here slightly differently. I can tell you something I've observed in my years of interacting with alumni. Our graduates are often as likely to refer to their time at Columbia Journalism School by the year they graduated as they are by the biggest news stories of that year. For instance, I have spoken with people who describe themselves as graduates from the Watergate year, the Soviet collapse year, the 2000 election year, the 9/11 year, the housing crisis year, the COVID year, and so on. For you, this may be the Mamdani election year. You all are gonna get me in trouble here. I didn't do that. I had like my applause lines lined up. That wasn't one of them. Or the year that, God willing, the Knicks went all the way. See, that was my applause line. I suspect that your time here will also be defined by your relationships. More than once, I've encountered people in airports or at conferences or even as I was out reporting a story, and these people would describe themselves as not only graduates of Columbia Journalism School, but as students of a specific professor. I took Sam Friedman's book writing class, they would say. They would tell me. Or Michael Shapiro taught my reporting class, they say with a note of pride. The knowledge you've accumulated on this path is valuable, but the contours of the experience itself tend to come fully into focus only with the passage of time. I think what I'm trying to suggest here is that as you grow and evolve and mature, your vantage point on this one particular and special year will do the same. Think back to the beginning of this school year. I made you several promises, and I pride myself on being a person that keeps his promises. For instance, I told you that this was going to be an intense year. Did I lie? I said some version of, by October, your primary bodily fluid will be coffee. I think this holds up. But I also promised you that no matter how hard you worked, you would not outwork the person in the front of the classroom, and that we would be there with you, the faculty would be there with you every step of the way. As you found your legs and completed your first stories, or learned to master the use of R and Python, as you published important investigations or covered an election and developed new skills. I also promised you that this would be a defining and consequential year in your lives, and I suspect that my words will hold true. The relationships you have forged here will endure for the next 20, 30, or 40 years. You began as classmates, but you will soon become collaborators, peers, and colleagues. You'll work together in the noble effort to inform the public in the service of democracy. There's also an element of wonder at play here. I think I can speak for the faculty as well when I say that one of the primary draws of this profession is getting to see you all at the inception point. It's being able to get just a glimmer of the great things, the ideas, the stories, the contributions that are yet to come. Aside from your parents and family members, you will be hard-pressed to find anyone who will take more pride in those accomplishments than the people whom you see arrayed on this stage. You're making a commitment to this field at a difficult time. Not only do we confront the ongoing challenges of the business model and technological disruptions represented by AI and the low levels of trust from the public, but we face a great deal of hostility as well. Hostility as well as we conduct our work. In March, Ahmed Shahib Eldin, a 2007 graduate of Columbia Journalism School and an independent journalist, was arrested and detained by the government of Kuwait for the crime of reporting on the ongoing war in Iran. Mr. Eldin was held with scant contact with his attorneys for nearly 7 weeks before being stripped of his Kuwaiti citizenship and released. During his detention, we first worked quietly, then very loudly to help secure his release. We filed letters with the Kuwaiti ambassador to the UN demanding his safe return, and worked with the Committee to Protect Journalists to draw attention to the case. Catherine Herridge, a 1990 graduate of Columbia Journalism School, is a 1990 graduate of Columbia Journalism School. She could not be here today for graduation because of a development with a legal case in which she is being sued in an attempt to force her to reveal the identity of an anonymous source. In 2024, a federal judge found her in contempt of court for refusing to do so. The journalism school filed a brief in support of Catherine Herridge and the right of journalists everywhere to protect the identities of their sources. In January of this year, the journalists Georgia Fort and Don Lemon were arrested for their coverage of a church protest in Minnesota amidst the contentious ICE immigration crackdown that was taking place there at the time. That same month, Hannah Natanson, who delivered our Pringle lecture this morning, saw her home raided by the federal government in an attempt to determine the identities of anonymous sources who have been integral to her reporting on the government. And just last month, FBI Director Kash Patel filed a $250 million lawsuit against Sarah Fitzpatrick, a 2011 graduate of Columbia Journalism School, for an article in which she explored troubling allegations of excessive indulgence in alcohol on his part. We immediately conveyed to both Sarah and The Atlantic that the journalism school stands ready to support the cause of the free press in any way that we can. This moment has also been marked by the serial capitulation of news organizations in the face of legal challenges from the federal government and the executive branch, which have had a profound chilling effect on journalism, making it more difficult for us to fulfill our constitutionally mandated responsibility of informing the public. In light of this, there's an additional promise that I would like to make to you today, and that is, amid these tempests and these headwinds, amid these unwarranted hostilities, we will always have your back. I like to refer to this as the CJS Extended Warranty Plan. Pursue your careers, tell the stories that matter to you and the communities you will serve, but do so knowing that you have not embarked upon this path alone. There have been other developments, important ones, positive ones. 3 years ago, we launched our signature loan repayment assistance program, which allowed people to receive up to $10,000 a year in loan repayment for people working in local and/or nonprofit news. That program was the first of its kind, a bold experiment in finding ways to support our graduates and to support the enterprise of local news. We've made more than 140 awards to Columbia graduates who are working in local and nonprofit newsrooms. I'm happy to report that this was the year we received a $3 million matching grant from the Knight Foundation, which allowed us to develop and expand our loan repayment assistance program. So it no longer serves simply the graduates of Columbia Journalism School, but is available to the graduates of 3 other journalism schools as well: Medill at Northwestern, the Cronkite School at Arizona State University, and to the graduates of the Journalism School at Morgan State University. This year, we will award loan relief to 80 additional journalists. I encourage you, I don't think this will require much nudging, but I encourage you to apply to this program for next year's cohort. You are eligible for up to $10,000 of loan repayment for up to 3 years, so there's up to $30,000 of loan repayment that you would receive for working in and contributing your talents to local news. We have 2 amazing speakers this year, so I want to be concise. My final bit of advice to you as you head out the door is to hold fast to that same sense of curiosity, that same faith in the power of storytelling, and that same sense of adventure that led you to fill out an application to this esteemed institution in the first place. Your journey is just beginning, and we cannot wait to see where it takes you. Thank you. Now, there's one other tradition that I have here, which is that when I finish my comments, we all take a selfie. So if you all will stand up, let me see if I can get you all in the frame, and we'll do that now. So I would now like to introduce our Alumni Board Chair, Andrew Seaman, class of 2011. Andrew Seaman is the editor-at-large for jobs and career development at LinkedIn. He is the editor of the popular Get Hired newsletter with 1.25 million subscribers and the host of Get Hired with Andrew Seaman on the LinkedIn Podcast Network. He consistently speaks with hiring managers and recruiters about what they're looking for and is an expert voice on how to get hired, valuable skill, how to stand out in the interview and how to pivot your career, and more. He also utilizes his knowledge and reporting to help individuals map their path to the next level of their careers. He has interviewed seemingly everyone from lawmakers to the talent leaders to to the heads of some of the world's largest companies and celebrities, and it goes on and on. Please welcome Andrew Seaman, class of 2011.
Good afternoon, everyone, and massive congratulations to the class of 2026. I'm incredibly honored to stand here today as the chair of the school's alumni board. But more importantly, I stand here as a representative for the thousands of alumni who have passed through Pulitzer Hall since 1912. Today is my absolute privilege to welcome you to that global community. When you think of Columbia Journalism School, certain giants stand out and come to mind. We are a community of truth tellers who have gone on to shape the narrative at places like the New York Times, the New Yorker, the Washington Post, wire services like AP and Reuters, and countless local newsrooms that serve as the bedrock of democracy. The rigor, the ethics, and the relentless pursuit of truth that you honed here are exactly what the world needs right now. But what I love most about my role on the alumni board is seeing this expansive community for what it truly is. Our alumni network isn't just a collection of people who work in traditional newsrooms. It includes governors, legislators, cabinet ministers, founders, screenwriters, Oscar winners, corporate leaders, and digital innovators who are rewriting the rules of media every single day. You see, the education you received here didn't just teach you to write a lead or edit audio. It taught you how to navigate a rapidly changing world. It taught you how to listen deeply, ask hard questions, synthesize chaos into clarity, and tell stories that move people to action. In today's workforce, and this is what I do for a living, those aren't just journalism skills. They're leadership skills. And they're human skills that no algorithm can replicate. Regardless of where your degree takes you, one thing remains constant. Your work is grounded in the integrity of what you learned here. As you step out these gates and into the next chapter of your careers, remember that the media landscape will continue to evolve and shift. Don't fear that change. You are uniquely equipped to weather it and lead through it. What I hope you take away from today, aside from an immense and well-deserved sense of accomplishment, is that you are never walking that path alone. As you heard, no matter where you go in life, no matter how many times you pivot or reinvent yourself, you are always and will always be a vital part of this community. We are so proud of you. Welcome to the Alumni Association. Thank you and congratulations again.
I would now like to welcome Rebecca Castillo, who will introduce SPJ President Victoria Newsom.
Hello, I am Rebecca Castillo. I am class of 2006, and I'm very excited to be here to share my reunion of 20 years with you guys. The Columbia Journalism School student government works to enhance the student body by creating bonds through their projects and events. This year's group were elected in the fall. I'd like to ask everyone who is on the board to stand and be acknowledged for their hard work for this year. Thank you very much. This year, Victoria Newsom was elected the president. During the election, she wrote in her campaign introduction, "It's honestly not about me, it's about you." However, I believe my classmates should elect me because I bring both leadership experience and proven track record to build community. Through her leadership this year, she created a very strong community with the class of 2026. I'd like to now present you your class president, Victoria Newsom.
Wow, we did that. For weeks, I've been passing some of my classmates in the hall and saying we're in the home stretch, but now we're finally at the finish line. I couldn't have gotten through all of this without each one of you, and special shout outs to the sports journalists in the room and the entire student government board. Looking back on this year, this insanely quick program, there were so many times I've said the phrase, "You literally can't make this up." And yes, as journalists, we actually can't make up anything. It's a part of our job to be honest, neutral, and report the facts. But it turns out the truth is often stranger, harder, and more beautiful than anything you could have invented anyway. I realize there's no time to complain. There's only enough time to figure it out. At the same time, there are only moments us as journalists know, like the fever dreams of reporting in places where people absolutely don't want to talk to you, on street corners, getting side eyes left and right in the Bronx, where you needed to ask a few people about the New York mayoral race, or leaving countless voicemails for sources to answer your calls, or even sending too many follow-up emails to count. Or that feeling, the incredible feeling when you finally get the source you needed for a story you've been working on for a long time. The joy and adversities have made us stronger for it. Pushing through these moments separates good journalists from great ones, and I see the grand potential in all of you today. From near and far, this class of 175 here today is truly special, so talented, and definitely a work hard, play hard group. From student film screenings to city newsroom adventures, investigative, data, arts and culture, broadcast, education, climate reporting, health, sports, politics, you guys can do it all. Everyone thrived and survived in their beat coverage. This wasn't meant to be a cakewalk, as we all know. It was meant to build character, develop skills, and friendships we will hold on to forever. The formals, picnics, coffee chats at Joe's, and late nights on the 5th floor and editing suite until the birds are literally chirping outside Pulitzer is unreal. But it's what we know. We did it all, tired, sometimes hungry, needing a snack from the vending machine basement, and at times unmotivated, often living on a prayer. The equipment you lugged across New York City honestly prepares you for anything, and there wasn't a day I truly didn't get my steps in. A step I only thought was a dream came to me my junior year of college. I was thinking about grad school, and when the time came to apply, Columbia was the only one for me. I didn't tell anyone other than my family, just in case I didn't get in, but I'm so glad I did. And a lot of us saw this place as a time for getting experience and opportunity. It's New York City, where dreams are made of, and I'm so glad I was able to tell so many incredible stories here. Have professors who are your biggest cheerleaders, and a community who roots for their sports teams like no other. Go Knicks! I noticed all of my school colors growing up were blue and white, so I knew this was a good sign and even better blessing. When arriving in August for orientation, I had no idea I'd be standing up here right now. I've never led a class or any of the teams I was on growing up, but I knew I had to be at Columbia to challenge myself and to improve and get better. I graduated early from Villanova University, and there's a popular phrase there, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat, and I guess my love for cats transcended into higher education, and I knew I needed to be a lion too. And I'll say this for anyone who needs to hear it, many of you are the first in your family to earn a master's degree. Don't let anyone tell you this experience wasn't worth it. Take a moment to be proud of every assignment you did and all the work you've accomplished. As a first-generation graduate, I know that every step of this journey is bigger than me. My parents, sisters, friends, and everyone in my corner since I was a little girl dancing in rooms that didn't always make space for me. Because those rooms, the whispers outside of them too, taught me something. The environments I grew up in as a dancer were not always kind, and what that gave me unexpectedly was a compass. I learned exactly how I never wanted to treat people, and I sought direction towards a destination to grow and improve in this career. And in this field, you'll need that compass constantly. You'll need the thick skin to get back up, the poise and patience to keep reporting when you're frustrated or feel unseen. But trust me, someone sees you, someone hears you, someone appreciates the work you're doing in their community, even when it feels unnoticed. You'll need the courage to speak up for yourself and other journalists in hard times and have genuine curiosity to keep asking why when the world has already moved on. Don't perform goodness, actually be good. We have enough artificial everything right now. Know your worth to look past the negative energy and seek positive presence. Always keep reading, not just on Substacks or news subscriptions. Learn how to read a room. Surround yourself with people who genuinely care and celebrate your wins as well as be there for you in your losses. Growing up in a football household, there was no participation trophy, and what mattered was winning, also known as what's important now. My dad always told me that proper preparation prevents poor performances. But in journalism, you can prepare all you want and something can still go sideways. But the ability to pivot can set you up for success wherever you go. I want us to lean on each other, lead with empathy in our lives and in reporting, and always try to pivot, persevere, and prove doubters wrong. I want to close with something that has followed me since I've heard it this year covering the Columbia lacrosse team for sports reporting. The head coach shared a quote with me that said, "If you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done." And I think that's why we're all here. We're all willing. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it. Signing off.
I would now like to welcome our Columbia Journalism Award winners from the Sahan Journal, Chao Xiang and Benan Murgison, and you can come up.
Thank you.
I should have said they are from the Sahan Journal. Chao Xiang joined the Sahan Journal in 2022 as managing editor and now serves as the director of editorial. He works with Sahan's staff to produce content online and across Sahan's social media platforms. Before joining Sahan, he was a reporter for the Star Tribune for 18 years, covering local news, policing, the courts, and George Floyd's murder. He is a graduate of the University of Iowa School of Journalism and an alum of the student newspaper, the Daily Iowan. He has received awards from the local chapter of the Society of Professional Journalists and was on the Minnesota Star Tribune team that won a George Polk Award for local reporting, an Online Newspaper Association Award for breaking news coverage, and the 2021 Pulitzer Prize for breaking coverage of George Floyd's murder. Welcome, Chao Xiang.
Thank you so much for recognizing Sahan Journal with the Columbia Journalism Award and for having us here today. It's an honor to receive the award and to join you for the 2026 commencement. I want to recognize the incredible team at Sahan Journal that made this possible, and I want to dedicate this award to the brave people of Minnesota who shared their stories with the media when they had nothing to gain from it. The first few months of this year showed just how vital a robust, independent media is to our democracy and how much we need all of you right now. I'm standing in front of some of the most talented and ambitious young journalists in our country. You've just spent the last 9 months living and working in one of the most exciting cities on earth, and I'm urging you now, leave, get out of New York City. Get your laughs in, because everything else is painfully earnest from here on out, you guys. Go and share your curiosity and talent with the rest of the world. Great journalism is happening everywhere. The Midwest, small towns, nonprofit newsrooms, and maybe even the place you were born and decided to leave behind forever. It is not the place, but the person that determines what is possible. Let me make the case for local journalism, and for being the kind of journalist who lives in the community you cover, and for being the kind of journalist who brings your lived experiences to the table to reform an industry that historically marginalized the people of color, women, the LGBTQ community, immigrants, and others. I was working as a reporter for the Minnesota Star Tribune in 2020 when thousands of people gathered on the streets of South Minneapolis to protest George Floyd's murder. While most were peaceful, some looted and burned storefronts that first night just blocks from my home. As I reported for work the next morning, I drove over a bridge that crossed over the heart of the protests. My eyes unexpectedly welled up with tears as I surveyed the damage in the daylight. You're a journalist, I thought to myself. You're not supposed to cry. For a moment, I was filled with shame. But this was my neighborhood, and this was my home. I spent the next 3 nights covering the protests. I completed a regular 9 to 6 shift at work, went home, packed my goggles and my face mask, and walked a few blocks over to cover the protests well past midnight. One night I interviewed a man who stood protectively in front of a public library as a pawn shop burned a few buildings in this direction and a liquor store burned a few buildings in that direction. "This is my neighborhood," he said. "This is my neighborhood too," I replied. We're building a newsroom at Sahan Journal that reflects Minnesota's diverse communities, which positioned us to respond to the recent federal immigration operation. Our immigration reporting is led by Caitlin Vu, a second-generation Hmong American who was born and raised on St. Paul's East Side. Last fall, a woman read Caitlin's story about the detention of Hmong Minnesotans over the phone to her husband as he sat in jail awaiting deportation. That man called Caitlin immediately afterwards, urging her to tell his story and to publish Ring doorbell video of his arrest to show the world how our government was tearing families apart. 2 international students who graduated from Columbia and joined Sahan's staff, Cynthia Tu, class of 2023, and Shivajana Das, class of 2025, brought invaluable firsthand experiences to our coverage of the government's crackdown on international students, who were among the first targets when the enforcement began last year. I had been working in legacy media for 18 years when Sahan Journal founder Mukhtar Ibrahim, a 2017 Columbia graduate who's sitting behind me right here. Say hi, Mukhtar. Mukhtar contacted me in 2020 about joining his nonprofit newsroom. I took a leap of faith, leaving a newsroom with more than 200 staffers to become the 11th employee at Sahan Journal. As a second-generation Hmong American, Sahan and Mukhtar's unapologetic vision of a more inclusive journalism felt like rain in the desert. Who you are is valuable to the journalism you create. It's not biased or unethical to tap into your experiences, humanity, and compassion to build trust with people and to tell more nuanced, culturally competent stories. It's necessary. While there are questions about what the future of journalism will look like, I have no doubts that it will endure and that people are hungry for what your imagination dreams up. You carry a device in your pocket that gives you nearly every tool necessary to create content across myriad platforms at no cost. You can reach someone halfway across the world in a matter of seconds. People can share your work quicker and more widely than when I graduated from journalism school 23 years ago without a cell phone or a social media profile, waiting for someone to give me a job, working the night shift or weekends, chasing police sirens to prove myself. Don't wait for someone to give you a job to practice journalism. Create your own opportunities, follow your curiosity, show the world what you can do. Your generation will shape the future of journalism. This is not the time to wring your hands. It's time to innovate and lead. Don't fret about whether video will eclipse the written word. The art of storytelling has persisted for millennia, and it will continue to persist in spite of the latest digital trend. Your words will find their place. It is not the platform, but the person that determines what is possible. The true work of journalism is often invisible. No one is watching, and you will not be rewarded for most of it. Yet you must show up every day, Only when you've built the habit of showing up in those quiet moments will you be positioned to see faults in the system, identify abuses of power, and earn the trust of sources whose stories are capable of cracking the universe open. As journalists, we're trained to focus on conflict. I'm asking you to see the good, too. On the second day of protests after George Floyd's murder, a group of black mothers set up folding tables in the street and distributed free milk, diapers, and groceries in front of 2 stores that had been looted. Before the 5th Precinct Police Station was set ablaze, a group of black elders stood in the sun for hours, elbows linked around the front of the building to form a human chain to keep people out and to remind police that the streets belonged to the community. I witnessed protesters tending to a man with bloody stab wounds in his abdomen. The alleged attacker emerged from a building behind the street, and without planning or use of force, dozens of men formed a circular human cell around the suspect until police were able to arrest him and rescue the victim with 0 conflict from protesters. While I share these stories in real time on my Twitter feed, I regret not making the time to memorialize them in the newspaper or its website, to balance the narrative that still persists today that those inconceivable nights in Minneapolis were only filled with violence and destruction. You are the eyes and ears of history. Do not forget the stories that remind us of our innate kindness and humanity. Graduates, take a look around at your peers. This work will test you and ask you at times to put your life in the path of danger. We saw that this year in Minneapolis, a surreal callback to similar dangers journalists faced covering George Floyd's murder 6 years earlier. You will encounter the full expanse of the human condition in all its confusing brilliance and complexity, and you will witness heartbreak more times than you think possible. So remember these faces. Check in with each other, take care of each other, and if you ever find yourself crying alone in your car on the way to work, reach out to someone, please. Class of 2026, welcome to the rest of your big, beautiful, and exciting lives. I can't wait to see what you accomplish. Congratulations. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce our second speaker, Julie K. Brown, who is the 2020 Columbia Journalism Award recipient. Julie K. Brown is widely considered one of the best investigative journalists in the country. During her 40-year career, she has won some of the top investigative prizes in journalism for exposing corruption and racial and human rights abuses in the nation's criminal justice system. Her 2018 groundbreaking investigation, Perversion of Justice, led to the arrests of the sex traffickers Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Also, the resignation of the US Secretary of Labor, the first arrest of a British royal in 400 years. Do you all remember seeing that? It's like, wow. And the downfall of countless other captains of industry, politics, media, and academia around the world. The ensuing scandal led to the release of millions of Justice Department files about Epstein's sex trafficking and money laundering empire, and ignited a global reckoning about the delicate balance between power, wealth, and morality. Her effort to persuade a reluctant police chief and traumatized survivors to go on the record for the first time stands as a distinguished example of the importance of investigative reporting. She has won 2 George Polk Awards, a Robert F. Kennedy Award for Human Rights Reporting, the Columbia Journalism Award, the Hillman Prize, PEN America's Voice of Courage Award, and in 2020, she was named one of Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People. She has frequently appeared on CNN, MS Now, NBC News, and has been profiled in the New York Times and other newspapers and magazines. She is the author of Perversion of Justice, The Jeffrey Epstein Story, which is the basis for the upcoming Sony TV limited series produced by the Oscar-winning director Adam McKay. And this is the old bio because she's also the winner of the Pulitzer Prize. Julie K. Brown.
Thank you. Dean Cobb, faculty, events staff. It is an honor and privilege to be asked to speak before the esteemed members of one of the finest journalism institutions in America. Thank you, students, family, and friends, for welcoming me here on such a momentous occasion. This is a celebration of all that you've accomplished to get here, and an opportunity to look ahead to the life you have yet to live. We are living in a tumultuous time when world events, propaganda, technology, and greed threaten to undermine all that our nation has held dear since its inception 250 years ago this year. Our country was built upon the idea that truth did not belong to tyrants, that power should be balanced, that all people deserve a voice. In my lifetime, there has never been a more urgent need for journalism or a more important time to give voice to those who have none. 39 years ago, when I graduated from college, I could have never dreamed that I would be standing here as someone who has attained some of the highest honors in journalism. Because to get here, I did not travel a traditional path. In some ways, it's a miracle that I'm standing here at all. I've faced a lot of obstacles that has tested my faith in journalism and the meaning of life itself. All the people who told me I couldn't do what I wanted to do, and the doors that closed to me, all taught me something important. It made me a fighter. I grew up in a small town in Pennsylvania, a place in the 1960s that was not hospitable to a single mother with 3 children. My mother worked 2 jobs to keep a roof over our heads, and we were left home alone a lot with instructions to just never answer the door. One time when she couldn't pay the electric bills, someone came and took all our furniture, so we slept in the car in the driveway. There were other things that happened in my life that led me to leave home at the age of 16 and become an emancipated minor. I lived with friends and worked through high school as a store clerk and later as a waitress. I delivered flowers and I worked on the assembly line of a lampshade factory. I did all this for 4 years between high school and college. Finally, I decided I wanted to do something meaningful with my life. I applied for loans and grants to attend Temple University in Philadelphia. I briefly considered going into public relations or business because I had doubts that I would ever make a living as a working journalist. But I was determined to expose the unfairness in the world suffered by people of color and others even more underprivileged than I. After graduation, for years, like my mother before me, I worked 2 jobs to pay my rent while climbing the ladder from one small newspaper to the next. I had good days and I had bad days. Often in journalism, it feels like you're only good as your next big story. I channeled some of my insecurities and anxiety into telling the kinds of stories that I found rewarding, the kinds of stories that help make one's life a little better. It provided me a sense of purpose I had never felt before. I became relentless. I also broke quite a few rules, like heading to a crime scene without telling anyone I was going, sneaking into the hospital room to get an exclusive interview with the ailing boxer smoking Joe Frazier. I covered mob hits and the plane crash in Martha's Vineyard that killed JFK Jr. More often, I was pursuing a story that I believed in when no one else did. I had to prove to my editor, with reporting I often did on my own time, that I had a story that needed to be told. I wrote about firefighters who were going untreated and dying from hepatitis C, cops who were arresting people because they were working while Black, and inmates in Florida state prisons with mental illnesses who were being tortured and killed by corrections officers. When I took up the Jeffrey Epstein case in 2016, I was told it wasn't a story anymore. Many said there was nothing new. But to me, the stories that were written over the years about Epstein never explained how and why he was able to get away with his sex crimes and harm so many young girls with impunity. Talking my editor into letting me examine this well-worn case was one obstacle. Finding the victims was another. Then getting them to publicly share the worst thing that had ever happened in their lives was even more daunting. I wasn't afraid of Epstein or his high-powered lawyers, because by then I had faced so many obstacles in my life and career that I was determined to take a fresh look at this story. I envisioned myself as a cold case detective and pulled all the records. I read every police report and every interview. I read every court deposition and lawsuit. I interviewed the lead police detective and examined more than 10,000 pages of FBI and Justice Department files. By the way, I didn't use any AI. I don't think I've... This was not a story that anybody could have ever done using AI. For the first time, these young women described how they had been betrayed by the very system of justice that was supposed to protect them and hold Epstein and the other people involved in his crimes accountable. I was also able to show the imbalance of power, how prosecutors covered up the scope of Epstein's crimes so that no one, and especially not the victims and the public, would ever be able to understand the enormity and vast reach of what he had done. My series, Perversion of Justice, was published by the Miami Herald in 2018. For a time, it captured the world's attention. Still, many in mainstream journalism dismissed it as an old story. Some journalists even went so far as to go on social media and publish previous stories that had been written about the case just to diminish what I had accomplished. But to me, my work was just beginning. There was still more to expose about Epstein and the other men and women who enabled and participated in his crimes. So I kept digging and writing. 8 months after my series ran, Epstein was arrested. The prosecutor who gave him a sweet deal a decade earlier resigned as Secretary of Labor. Epstein was then found dead. His accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, was arrested, tried, and convicted. End of story, right? More years went by. The media moved on to other important stories. I kept digging and writing for 7 more years. There were still so many unanswered questions about his connections, how he got so wealthy and powerful. The public demanded answers. At the start of Donald Trump's second term as president, Attorney General Pam Bondi vowed she would release the Epstein files on the case. Then she changed her mind. There was nothing to see here. Old story. President Trump called it a hoax. But Epstein's survivors, some of whom mistakenly believed that they were alone in the sexual abuse that they had suffered, united for the first time. They demanded justice. Congress took notice. The Justice Department's files were finally released earlier this year, and for the first time, everyone could see for themselves how our country's guardians of justice had squandered almost every opportunity to protect other girls and young women from a known sex predator. This case has come to epitomize our nation's lopsided system of justice and how victims of sexual abuse are discredited, discarded, and shamed by the public. How protecting the powerful takes precedence over truth, fairness, compassion, morality. When I became a journalist, I learned that the most rewarding part of my work was in righting wrongs, especially for those who could not fight for themselves. Few people were able to recognize that Epstein not only beat the system, but he was still hunting and abusing more victims right up to the time that he was arrested. I faced many obstacles to expose this truth. I was attacked by legal forces, by former prosecutors, by very prominent defense lawyers, by Maxwell and some of those in my own industry who thought all I did was rehash history. All of this tested my resilience and sometimes even my own mental health. But I successfully balanced being a single mother with a meaningful career. I have many people to thank for this, and you will too. Start by thanking those around you today. As journalists, we have the power to make people see something in the world that they otherwise would have never understood or known about without you showing it to them in a different way. We cannot put aside this calling, even if people tell us that the story has already been told. Because this was just one story that is still not finished. There is one other person who recognized the power of this journalism. Before his arrest, Jeffrey Epstein had pondered several ways to discredit my work. He wanted to meet with me to try to get me to write a positive story about him. He seemed to know that I didn't intend to stop investigating him and his friends. He told one of his lawyers in an email, "She is going to start trouble." So, let that be my last words to you. Get out there and start some trouble. Congratulations.
I would like to recognize those Master of Science students who will graduate with honors. Please stand as I read your name, and I ask that you hold your applause until all names have been. Nobody ever listens when you say that. We had this conversation earlier today. But we have amended it. You can applaud for yourself, if your name is called. Claudia Amendoira. Mia Reiko Anzalone. Eleanor Barzun, Alexandra Byrne, Christine Chung, Jonathan DeBach, Madison Christine DeVore, Isabella Gaglione, Aaliyah Patricia Gatto, Oliver George Tancred Hall, Alice Diamond Harrison, Hikari May Hida, Iona Horton, Yuna Kim, it's like people, we'll listen, and then they just decide like we're not gonna listen at all. Alex Clavens, Anna Lee, Julie Lee, Elliot Leitner, Julia Levine, Chantilly Lace McFarlane, Annika McGinnis, Victoria Mendizabal, Noah Mehta, Alexandria Mostakis, Victoria Lynn Newsom, Justine Streichenberger Nicholas, Catherine Wayback, Amalia Tirin Wampa, Kin Wu, Ching-Hua Ju. We can now applaud for everyone. Okay. If you have lungs like that, I'll bring you up here. You can say the rest of the names. I would now like to recognize those students who won graduation awards. Please stand as I read your name, and I ask that you hold your applause until all names have been read. The Gene Anderson Climate Change Award, Liana. The Gene Anderson Local Reporting Award, Gianna Totani. The Gene Anderson Social Justice Award, Anna Lee. The Nona Balakian Award, Maya Abu Ali. The Richard Blood Award, Christopher Mendel. The Brown Tao Award for Excellence in Computational Journalism, the honorable mention, Cameron Fozzie. The Brown Tao Award for Excellence in Computational Journalism, Annika McGinnis. The Campbell Award, Victoria Lynn Newsom. The DuPont Judy F. Crichton Award for Documentary, Iona Horton and Louisa Barone. The DuPont Judy F. Crichton Award for Video Journalism, Victoria Lynn Newsom. The Philip Greer Memorial Scholarship MS Award, Julie Lee. The Philip Greer Memorial Scholarship MA Award, Alex Coutures. The Arthur J. Harris Memorial Prize, Tanu Jain. The Fred M. Heckinger Education Journalism Award, Mabel Liu. The Journalism Editorial Award, Sigrid Adamson. The Peter Keller Prize for Editing, Justine Streichenberger Nicholas. The Joan Connor Broadcast Journalism Award, Alice Diamond Harrison. The Linton Fellowships in Book Writing, Manon Belliot, Nick Duffy, Reva Abrol, and Rob Price. The Best MA Thesis Award, honorable mention, Barbara Bloom. The second Best MA Thesis Award, honorable mention, Andrew Liu. The Best MA Thesis Award, Tanu Jain. The Melvin Mincher Prize, Anna Lee. The two Morton Mintz Fellowships go to Bridget Spalding Balch and Teddy Weiss. The Henry N. Taylor Award, Nawa Mehta. The James Wexler Memorial Award for Local News, Sydney Curry Poor. The James A. Weckler Memorial Award for National News, Mabel Grace Pickering. The James A. Weckler Memorial Award for International News, Shivanji Sen. And finally, the Lewis Winnick Prize, Eleanor Barzun. You may cheer for all of them now. Thank you. And now the awards to the highest achievers in the class. The 5 Pulitzer Traveling Fellowships are part of Joseph Pulitzer's founding legacy to the school. They are designed to enable travel and study abroad. 4 of them allow students to observe people, politics, society, and the character of the foreign press. 1 fellowship is presented to a student who wishes to specialize in arts criticism or reporting on the arts, drama, music, literature, film, or television. For all the winners, the award is the mark of achievement and a sign of accomplishments to come. The Pulitzer Traveling Fellowship for a student with a special interest in arts criticism or reporting goes to MA student Michelle Shah. A second fellowship goes to Annika McGinnis. The third goes to Mia Reiko Anzalone. The fourth goes to Alice Diamond Harrison. The final fellowship goes to the top graduate of the MS class, our valedictorian, Catherine Wayback. You can recognize all the recipients. Now, Dean Miller will come to the podium. We will start handing out some degrees.
Actually, before we begin, you may notice that there is a very notable absence today. Dean Melanie Huff is not here. She's under the weather, and this is her favorite day of the year, and she's probably listening, watching somewhere along the way, and if not, she will watch this on YouTube later. And so if you could, what I would ask of you is on three, on the count of three, if you all scream action item. 1, 2, 3, action item. All right, thank you. We are going to start with the Doctor of Philosophy in Communications, and so I'm going to ask Doctors Richard John, Michael Schudson, and Andy Tucker to come up to receive our 2 rising PhD students. Can I bring up Amel Brahmi Houghton? And you've got your children. She has Harris, Warren, and Jamel. Next, we have Adelina Yankova. Next, we will go into our Master of Arts in Journalism, and we will begin with the Arts and Culture, bringing up Professors David Haydu and Dr. Elisa Solomon. All right. I'd like to bring up Sigrid Adamson. All right. Neville Bandara. Next up, we have Barbara Cirillo Bloom. And Nicole Schaller. Come on, Michelle. Michelle Shaw. The next cohort of students are going to be our Masters of Arts in Journalism from the Business and Economics concentration, and I'll bring up Professor Winnie O'Kelly to greet the students. And first up, Alex Coutures. And next we have Andrew Liu with his son Hunter. Oh, and a daughter. What's your daughter's name? What is your daughter's name? Kiara. And Kiara. And Zara Tayeb. Our next cohort of students will be the Master of Arts in Journalism from the Politics concentration, and I'd like to ask Professors Nick Lemon, Alexander Stile, and Jacob Kushner to come up. And we will begin with Selena Frasson. Next up is Kimberly Lim. And Jason Kane McGann. Next up is Jorge Alejandro Medellin Hernandez. Next we have Nicholas Thomas Much. Next we have Lauren Ong. And Anna Rankin. Next we have João Paulo Sacconi. And Ruby Schwartz. Next up, we have Teddy Weiss. Our next cohort of students will be from the Master of Arts in Journalism program in the science concentration. And I will ask Professors Marguerite Holloway and Jonathan Weiner to come up. And first up is Danu Jain. And now we have Sophia Ramirez. And Bridget Spalding Balch. Our next cohort of students will be the fellows of the Knight Badgett Fellowship Program in Economics and Business Journalism, and I will ask Director Robert Smith to come up to greet the students. First up, we have Amanda Aronchik. Next, we have Kyle Campbell. Susanna Kavanaugh. And Alexandra Janin. Esme Jimenez. Now we have Audrey McGlinchey. And Nathan Rubelke. And finally, Stella Ifan Shiet. Our next cohort of students are fellows of the Spencer Fellowship for Education Reporting. And we'll bring up Director Sarah Carr. And we'll begin with Tara Garcia Mathewson. and Brandy Callum. Our next cohort of students are from the Master of Science in Computer Science and Journalism, and we will bring up Professor Drew Mameta to greet the students. First up, we have Cameron Fozzie. And Annabelle Lin Jiang. And finally, Stavir Murti. Now the big list. We're going into our Master of Science in Journalism students, our graduates. And our first presenter will be Dean Tu, who is stepping in for Danielle Alarcon, who cannot be here today. And our first graduate is Pia Alexandra Bello. Next up, I will ask Professor Nina Alvarez to come up. We're doing the graduation by your reporting cohort because that is one of the largest and probably most meaningful relationships you will have. The reason why I'm standing here today is because my professor, Michael Shapiro over there, was my teacher 29 years ago. Actually 30, but yeah. So Nina Alvarez, the first student is Madiha Anis. Next, we have Tyler Carmona. And Moreles Urbano. Next, we have Amarna Milne. Kirsty Nina Alves. And Jean Ortiz. Ava Slocum. And Gianna Dylan Totani. Our next cohort is going to be from Professor Lisa Belkin's class, so I'll ask her to step to the table. And we will bring up Jamie Beaton. And no relation, Priscilla Madeline Beaton. Veronica Marilyn Cohn. And Taylor Francis Cook. And James Huang. And Mabel Loy. And Raphael Melke. And Maria Vittoria Ravioli. Whoop. Our next group is from Dean Elena Cabral. And we will begin with Maeve Bryn. And Bella Bromberg. And Alexandra Byrne. And Michael Eater. And Mackenzie George. Abby Hobson. And Sonia Hack. Now we have Shalia Jenkins. And Alex Clavens. And Nina Limongelli. Paul Joseph Maniaci. Thank you. Good to have you proud. Andrew Mercine. Raquel Miller. Sarah Pepitone. Sorry, I worked with all the part-timers, so I love these guys. Chloe Rosenberg. And Peter Shea. And Perry Yaniv. The next group will be led by Professor Kat Chow, who worked with Professor Ida Professor Chow worked with Professor Ida Lamy in the fall, but Professor Ida Lamy sends her regrets. She's on a reporting trip. But we will begin with Anglaviel de la Beaumelle. And Aiden Gia Bakaloden. Hope Carlton Paget. And Christine Chung. And Shireen Hakim. And Ji-Wan Lee. And Noah Mehta. Pooja Reddy. Caitlin Schwaneman. Chloe Simon. And Justine Streichenberger Nicholas. And Qinghua Zhu. And now I will ask Professor Alexis Clark to come to the front of the stage. And we will begin with Kalohelani Danbara. And Jonathan Duboc. Nick Duffy. Isabella Gaglione. And Julia Levine. Lori Mermet. Zoe Mijian. And Avery Young. Next up, I will ask Professor Joanne Farion to come up to the front of the stage. And Tanya Ah Zhang. Grace Elizabeth Bladanohi. And Lily Cortez Gutierrez. Jimena Al Mufti. Lena Freyhat. Alice Diamond Harrison. And Bays DeFord Hohen. Elliot Leitner. Victoria Mendizabal. Jasmine Alicia Vinay. Jules Vargas. Your class president, Victoria Lynn Newsom. And now I will ask Professor Keith Gesson to come to the front of the stage. And we will begin with Christina Barris. Eleanor Barzin. Madison Christine DeVore. Cassandra Gross. Oliver George Tancred Hall. Destiny Ray Jones. Catherine Lauren Kihichek. Close? All right. Cheng Chao Lee. Teresa Pesmazoglu. Mabel Grace Pickering. Chloe Stein. Have we mentioned Catherine as the valedictorian? Catherine Wayback. And now we will bring up the graduates from the Stabile Investigative Journalism Program with Professors Juan Manuel Benitez and the director of the program, Sheila Cornell. Professor Gruskin wanted to be here today, but he is under the weather and sends his regrets. We will start with Claudia Amendoeira. And Judah Duke. Aaliyah Patricia Gatto. And Jenny Gottdiener. Hikari May Hida. Zachary Ryan Lawrence Jaworski. Julie Lee. And Caitlin Ma. Christopher Mendel Jr. All right. Congratulations. Gustav Mook Unstarm. Close? I'm sorry. Shivangi Sen. Alonzo Vidal. And Alexa York. And now I'd like to ask Professor David Haydu to come to the front of the stage. Yeah. Maya Abu Ali. Sarah Yang Choi. Nia Chiara Ingrassi. Yuna Kim. Anna Lee. Alicia Mess. Alex Stranger. Danielle Vahil. Thank you. Sage Olivia West. And Rachel Zhang. And now I'd like to bring up Professor Marguerite Holloway. Callie Bomily. Take it away. All right. Marina Felix Garcia. Marcelo Jauregui Volpe. Good. Sasha McDonald Shaw. Sujin Saw. Oh. Charlotte Tellin. Karthik Vinod. Catherine Waxman. Brooke Witherow. I'm going to ask Professor Robe Imbriano to come to the front of the stage to greet Samaya Busby. And Dr. Elisa Solomon to come to the front, please. I feel like it's going to erupt right now. Mia Reiko Anzalone. Manon Bellew. Inez Ferme. Daria Kozhazbai. Did I get it right? Christina Mariles. Alexandria Moustakis. Tina Ogalo. Hannah Smith. Kathleen Struhar. Dalia Turonch. Skylar Lyric Winston. And now we'll ask Dean Doolin, too, to take the front of the stage, because we're almost done. Hugo Amador. Imani Amunala. Liana Carbones. Victor Heller. Rhonda Jumien. Laura Veronica Locks. Tu Lee. Caroline Ledoux. Jiachi Liu. Chantilly Lace McFarlane. David Pinto. Sydney Curry Poor. Chi Tien. Agne Tolok Khatai. Oh. She's laughing at me. Amalia Wampa. And I will hand over back to Dean Cobb.
Okay, wow. It is exactly on time. It's amazing. So, congratulations once again to the class of 2026. This concludes our commencement ceremony. I invite all our guests to remain seated until the students process out and to the reception to toast our students. And our reception will be held outside on the Fernald lawn. Hold on one second, I do have important information for you. We have to use the side exit over here. The back exit is closed, so after the students exit through this side, we'll have all of our guests follow through on that same exit there. And thank you and congratulations.